So today I'm going to talk about Guru Purnima. Guru Purnima has given a lot of importance in the Vedic astrology. As per the Vedic astrology, Guru Purnima is a day to reset, reflect your life. Guru Purnima is connected to the planet Jupiter, Jupiter, which is a planet of knowledge, wisdom, blessings, and overall love. So that is the reason this day has given a lot of importance. If you have a weak Jupiter planet or if you have an afflicted Jupiter planet, you're facing problem in expansion of the family, expansion like getting married or facing problem in the expansion of the money or the career, this is a very good day. How you have to start your day as per the traditions, you should start your day early in the morning, wake up early in the morning, add Ganga Jal in the bathing water. If you don't have a Ganga Jal, then make sure you are adding the rose water in the bathing water, or you can add the turmeric in the bathing water. Try to wear the light color clothes, try to wear the white color clothes or the yellow color clothes on this day. And first you have to pray and pay gratitude towards your guru. If you have any guru, if you have taken the diksha from some guru, then try to pay gratitude to that person while writing a gratitude message, or if you can physically meet to your guru, then this is a very good day to try to meet to your guru. In any case, if you don't have any guru, you haven't selected your guru yet, then this is a very good day. You can make Lord Shiva or Lord Krishna as your guru. This is a best day to make Lord Shiva or Lord Krishna as your guru. A very simple way that you have to do is you have to try to visit to a nearby temple or even in the house also. Sit in front of the idol of Lord Shiva or Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna or whoever Lord you are connected to. Sit and say that from today I am surrendering myself to you. Please take care of me. But when you are surrendering yourself to Lord Shiva or Lord Krishna, make sure that you are try to learn about that deity. Learn about that deity means like you have to take the lessons from that deity. Like let's say you have made Lord Shiva as your guru, so now you have to live this life on the basis of the teaching given by Lord Shiva. Like Lord Shiva is connected to the peace and harmony, so you have to do things that makes Lord Shiva happy. So Lord Shiva give a lot of importance to the peace and harmony. So from tomorrow, if you are surrendering yourself to Lord Shiva, make sure that on the regular basis you are chanting Lord Shiva's mantra, like on the regular basis you are chanting Namah Shivaya. And when you're making Lord Shiva as a guru have a power to change overall your life. So if you are surrendering yourself to Lord Shiva from tomorrow and telling him that from today onwards you are my guru and you are going to take care of me, then make sure that from tomorrow onwards you should not have overthinking or anxiety. Anything you want from Shiva, anything you want to manifest, you want to get anything, go to Shiva, ask like Shiva, I make a wish, please help me with this thing. Gradually and slowly, you will notice all your wishes will come true. It has been written in our Shastra that you should stick to one deity. If you're asking the repetitively one thing from one deity, that is how that deity have a power to give you the abundance too. But if you keep on changing your deity, like sometimes, because this is an era of social media, sometimes somebody telling you to chant this mantra and some other person is telling you to chant this mantra, you keep on changing your mantra or you keep on changing your god deity, that is very wrong. so from tomorrow, choose your guru, choose your deity, and stick to that deity. Start talking to that deity and stick to that deity and start talking to that deity. That's very important because it has been written in our Shastra. If you have made a guru, then guru have a power to change your life. Whatsoever position of the planets are there in your birth chart, if it's a weaker birth chart, still if you have a blessings of your guru, then everything can be changed in your life. And that is tomorrow is a very beautiful day to choose your guru, choose your right guru, stick to the learnings of the guru. Don't change your guru day by day. Sometimes you are attracted to someone, sometimes you are attracted to some other deity. No, so you should stick to one deity, make that deity as a guru, stick to the learnings of that deity, and keep on chanting the mantra connected to that deity. And you will notice gradually and slowly your life will start changing. So, first important thing is that tomorrow try to bring more clarity in your mind and try to choose your deity. Try to see like who can be your best, who you are choosing as a guru. Because Guru is something that is chosen inside by you. Your soul will decide that you want to choose Lord Shiva as your Guru, or you want to choose as a Lord Krishna as a Guru. So first thing, that you have to choose your Guru and stick to the learnings of that Guru, and you will notice gradually and slowly your life is going to change. Second very important thing is, like tomorrow being it's a full moon day, so tomorrow the donations had given a lot of importance. It has been said that tomorrow is a day that have a power to manifest anything. So tomorrow try to donate, if possible, try to feed cows bananas. Try to donate bananas to the needy. This will be going to help you out to remove the karmic blockages from your life. If you're facing problem in your relationship, not able to attract the right partner, so donating white color clothes to the needy also have given a lot of importance on this day. Try to visit to a nearby temple, offer yellow color flowers to the god and the goddess, and pray for the well-being. What do you have to do? Third very important thing that you have to do tomorrow is let go. Tomorrow is a very important day to reflect on yourself, see where you are going wrong. If anyone who is consuming your energies, try to start making boundaries, and there is a very good way to recharge, refresh, and reset your life. So, what do you have to do? First, you have to do the full moon meditation. The full moon meditation link has already been shared in the description. After that, you have to write down all the negative thoughts from your life, because tomorrow is a day to reset your life. So you have to write down all the negative thoughts. Anything like any particular person, you have to write the name of that person. If that person is creating the problem in your life and you want to let go, then you have to write the name of that person. Any problems you have since childhood, you have a lot of traumas, still that traumas sometimes come up in your mind, so write a letter to the universe, writing all the problems of your life after doing that meditation. Once the meditation being completed and you have written all the problems with a blue color pen, then you have to burn the same in the candle. When you're burning the same in the candle, try to focus on the candle till the page being burned. Once the page being burned, you have to throw it out of your house. This will be going to help you out to remove all the bad things in your life. Even in that negativity list, you can write down the bad habits too that you want to leave from tomorrow. So that's a very important day that you have to do this. So these all things that if you're going to do tomorrow Guru Purnima, make sure that you're doing this. And if you want to remove the karmic blockages, you have any specific wish, then you should listen or chant, listen or recite Vishnu Sahasranam sitting near the Tulsi plant, and make a wish. With the blessings of Lord Vishnu, all your wishes will come true. So do these remedy tomorrow with a full trust and